Hi, today we're going to cover the 4 different types of volley kitchen shots you need to know. That's when we're standing right here and we're able to hit that ball out of the air. So let's understand on these 4 types of volleys that we're talking about here. 2 are offensive, 2 are defensive. So the defensive volleys are volleys that are coming over well below the net where I'm just trying to reset the ball. So if I'm trying to just get that chip that's just going over the net and landing there, I'm trying to pull them in to try to make them make a mistake. Or if that volley comes over low and I'm hitting that reset volley, that swing volley, all the way back to the line, I'm trying to keep my opponents back. I'm not trying to get a point, I'm trying to play chess with them. I'm trying to get them back as deep as possible. And if I can keep them there and my partner and I can stay here, eventually we will win the point in most likely scenarios. The other 2 volleys would be the roll volley and the punch volley. Those are offensive shots. So if I get a punch volley up here and I get a chance to really put my butt into it and shoot that butt out back and really put some pace on it, I'm trying to end the rally. Same thing with a roll volley. When I get that volley and it's not too much below the net and I can really put some top spin on it and hit that down and put some pace on it, I'm trying to end that rally right then and there. So think about it as defensive and as offensive, and you're going to be in good shape. So the first volley that we want to look at is when we get that volley and it's a little bit below the net and it's a chip volley. So we're just putting our paddle down, lifting it over. We're trying to just get it over the kitchen, drop here. We're going to show you some footage of that. So if I'm sitting down like this, I want to be lifting with my legs, lifting with my calves. So this is my chip shot right here. If I feel good about it, if it isn't coming too awful fast, I'll even add a little cut shot to it. So if you put your paddle down like this, use your wrist. Don't do this. Do this. Come across the ball a little bit. What that's going to do, it's going to cause backspin. When it lands, it's going to bounce softer. So as low as we can keep that ball, that's what we want to do on a chip.
I'm assuming that they're hitting hard shots from the baseline. They're expecting me to repel the ball back there so they can hit another hard shot. But what I'm actually doing then is absorbing that ball. And you'll notice my paddle is actually, as I hit the ball, it's actually falling back just slightly. But what that's doing is as the paddle falls back, I'm also angling it slightly upward so that it just chips the ball over the net and it lands with backspin. So my goal is to get them so that they cannot get to the ball. But even if they do get to the ball, they're going to be running fast. The only chance they're going to have to get the ball over is to pop it up. And once they pop it up, myself or my partner are going to be sitting there waiting for the ball.
Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on new videos.
The second one is a reset volley or a swing volley where we're pushing our opponents and we're trying to keep that ball all the way back there by the baseline, within 2 or 3 feet of the baseline. So if they're stuck back there and I'm able to keep lifting that ball back there and keeping them back there, eventually I'm going to win the rally.
If I can catch my opponent in a transition zone, I'm going to either aim right at their shoelaces or I'm going to try to go to the backhand side to do something to make them hit it defensively. So as long as I'm pushing that ball back forward, you're going to see me moving my body slightly out of the way and I'm pushing that ball back towards them on their repelling the ball back towards that baseline.
The third volley we want to look at is a punch volley. So what is a punch volley? That's where the ball has to be above the net so that we can sit back here. And rather than on a reset volley, we're trying to take it below the net and reset the ball. The punch volley is a volley we want to put it away. So we want to be able to punch down on it, either forehand or backhand. It's a very quick shot. It isn't something we bring back, but if our paddle's out here, we reach out, we're just punching it like this. If I see it coming, I'm going to bring my paddle back just slightly. And when I hit the ball, I'm going to move my body, my shoulder, my arm forward like this. And at the same time, I'm going to get my butt backwards. So I want to stay straight up and down. I don't want to be leaning forward. I don't want to be leaning back. So if I'm going to be moving forward with a lot of precision, then I've got to get balance. So I'm going to take it like this. I'm going to push back like this. So it's going to look like this from the side. My butt's gonna go back. Try that a couple times. Stand here, hold it out front, lift with your shoulder, but push, not your legs. Put that butt back there. Don't think because somebody's hitting the ball hard, you can't have an offensive shot back.
Is it like I'm twerking?
Almost like you're twerking. I like that. Just push it back, that butt goes out, and your paddle goes forward. Notice one thing that I'm doing here when I'm hitting this is my paddle stays straight. It does not go like this. I see a lot of people, we won't mention names, but a lot of people when they try to do that, they come across their body like this. So if you hit the ball right here, that's gonna be fine. But if you meet the ball out front, the further out front you hit that ball, the further right it's gonna go. So we don't wanna do that. So that's why we have our paddle set here. We bring it to square, we push with our butt, and we push it straight back, and we push it back towards the baseline.
What's your go-to volley in a game and why? We're really interested to hear which shots you rely on the most. Let us know in the comments.
The fourth one is a roll volley. This is one of the very few times when we want to see the paddle tip down. Most of the time when we're dinking, when we're hitting long shots, we want to see the paddle tip between 45 and 90 degrees on both sides. We never want to see the paddle here because that brings our elbow or our wrist into play. So what we want to do with the roll volley is we want to keep that paddle down, and we're going to bring it up, and we're going to use our wrist and turn it over and do a little flick like this. So that happens when it's at the net height or just below the net height. We're going to show you how to hit that right now.
See that? That's not just a volley, that's a roll volley. Fast, aggressive. Now watch closely. See that brush? That's nasty topspin. It makes the ball climb, look attackable, then dive, like it hit an invisible wall right at their feet. Why is this a game changer? Deception. Your opponents expect a drive. They get a dive bomb. Advantage? Huge. It looks simple, but effective and is devastating. The secret? Heavy topspin. Watch how the paddle rolls over the ball. The spin is key. It grabs the air and causes a sharp, unexpected dip. You force them low. Keep them defensive, trapped near the baseline, or scrambling in no man's land. Reduce reaction time, maximum pressure.
Angela, make sure our knees are bent, we're nice and low, and our paddle is low so that when we bring it up, we can bring it up and roll and snap it over. Make sure it stays out in front of you and the snap happens well out in front of you. Okay, a little high. We don't want to pull it across our body. We want to push it towards our opponent, straight ahead like that. Do that for me, please. Straight ahead, not out to the side. Yes. Good. Make sure we're keeping it out in front. So complete the swing. Oh, good one.